out. So, or I guess he drops the phone or whatever. But yeah, in game, it should have been longer. It just should have been more of that. I just wanted more of that. But yeah, anyway.
I love it. Okay, so I want to do something real quick. What are your three favorite moments in this fight?
Number one, number one is, do you even remember them? I remember all of them because I think it's so perfectly staged. To again, a lot of people miss that.
I love a good movie headlock.
Yes, and Sebastian Stan, God bless him. He's so good in his character where he just his face. If you just watch his face, that's not boasting. I remember all of it. It tortures me. It tortures me. But Tony doesn't see it. It's so good. Number two has to be Don't Bullshit Me, Rogers, because that's when he realized.
Yes.
That's when he realizes, oh wait, Captain America's a piece of crap. Not a piece of crap, but he's a piece of crap about this is the guy I've had to deal with my whole. I almost want to punch you in your perfect teeth. Oh, you're not perfect. You're just as flawed as we are. That I love that. And I'm torn between I can do this all day, and I think number three is Cap breaks his heart by actually breaking his heart with the shield his father made. He breaks the heart of the suit, breaks Tony's heart, and my father made that shield. And he drops it on the ground. That part is fantastic. Great end of a fight because for a brief second, Tony thought Cap was going to kill him because he's lost all faith. And Tony, a couple of hours before, would have never thought that. Would have never thought Steve Rogers would actually try and kill him. But right now, his faith in Steve has been broken to such a degree, he thinks Steve is going to murder him right there. And he doesn't.
He covers his face. And he's like, "Oh man, right? I'm done."
It's so good.
My head's gonna get cut in half.
Yeah, this Bucky Rogers tandem has killed the entire Stark bloodline. That's what's going through his mind right now.
Oh wow, yeah.
Think about that.
Jeez Louise.
Anyway, yeah.
I guess mine when he's like analyzes fighting technique and then they do it and then he just catches it like countermeasures and then Steve's face when he catches that. Woo-wee. Yeah. Oh so man, cool. I love that bit. That's so cool.
I read it in a comic book, because the comic book I think is lesser than the movie to me. The comic book's kind of iffy. But I remember that scene in the comic book. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I did it in the movie, I was like, oh crap, yeah. Steve is in trouble now.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm done. I like when he busts Tony's foot, the rocket there, because right. It's just I like that storytelling. Right. Just it's a story. It's storytelling within a story, like a good story, and that's when you know it's a good fight. It's not just a CGI smack 'em up. I dig that, and then I guess I'll leave Baron Zemo out because that's not really part of the fight. But, I guess I just like watching
of the fight. I think essentially.
I guess I just like watching Tony. I like it. I just like him beat up Steve. I just like watching him tear him up. So yeah, I guess that there's a scene where he knocks Steve all the way back, and Steve just has a bloody face and is just laying on the ground.
I like when they again. I was saying earlier that this is the most Iron Man is until Infinity War. You realize Steve is a badass. No, he's a super soldier. Bucky is a badass. He's a super soldier. But it takes literally all their efforts to stop, not beat, stop Iron Man. That's how powerful Iron Man is. That really showcased if Tony wants to, he could take out a lot of people. That's why he gets the only blow on Thanos that actually hurts him. Think about that.
Yeah, Thanos liked it too. Thanos is like, whoa.
A drop of blood. That was the first time Thanos got really hurt, not to say hurt, but it's like, wow, you've hit an Eternal and drawn blood.
That would be on my tombstone.
Yeah. That's when Thanos gains respect for him. He goes, man, yeah, I hope they remember you. Tony Stark's is, again, this is a little comic book divergence, but I remember reading Superior Spider-Man where Dr. Octopus takes over Spider-Man's body mentally or whatever, and he punches Scorpion in the face, and he punches him with all his strength because he's never been in Spider-Man's body, and knocks Scorpion's jaw off his body.
Whoa.
And then Dr. Octopus then realizes, wait a minute, I fought this kid maybe 50 times. He's been holding back every fight. If he were to actually want to, he could probably have killed me 1,000,000 times or whatever. That's where I kind of see that, where you're like, if you can make Thanos bleed. You are pretty freaking powerful. So yeah, that was in that fight where it's like, wow, that's Iron Man doing Iron Man-y things. Captain America is barely holding on, and only because Bucky grabbed his arm. That's the only reason Cap wins that fight. Grabs his leg, I mean. That's the only reason Cap wins that fight. Because if Tony was about to drop him. That was it. He didn't have no shield at that point. So
I hate random leg grabs. Like, come on.
Random leg grab.
Saves his life. Oh, man. But no, I just want to say thank you, too, for doing this again, because watching this final fight, I didn't have much of a memory of it, because I don't want to go in this long, but I worked on this movie, and I saw these sets, so the first time I watched it, I just was like, oh, hey, I know that. I couldn't focus on the fight. I never noticed any of this stuff during the fight before. So I'm glad we got to go and revisit it, because I got to focus on the fight.
Mark, I'm super jealous of you because you were on the set of one of my favorite films of all time. I Hate Your Guts.
All that stuff I saw, man. Like, I was all in there.
Mark, again, living my best life. Just walking around. Hey, look, Tony Stark's fighting Iron Man. Meanwhile, I'm watching in the theater crying. This is the greatest moment of my life.
Oh, man. It was cool. But you know what, though? It's like, I was actually able to enjoy the movie this time. And I enjoyed it before, but I got to watch it as like a spectator, not as oh, hey, I saw that. So thank you, man. And now I have like a lot more appreciation for this fight, so I dig it. But this is fun. Hey, do you want to, I'll put it all in the post. I'll promote everything you have, but do you want to promote your stuff before we get out of here?
I'm one of the 3 co-hosts of the Simplistic Reviews podcast. You can check out Simplistic Reviews at simplistic.reviews. We do commentaries. We do a really silly podcast where we make fun of movies in Hollywood and stuff like that. If you like it's like the Daily Show in terms of news. We do Hollywood news stories, but we make it a little bit fun. So check it out.
No, I love it. And then also Deep Blue Sea, the podcast. You were on Deep Blue Sea.
When are you gonna have me back on, you sons of guns? What's going on here? What's up?
Oh wait, we're doing Con Air next. I think we only have 2 episodes of Deep Blue Sea 3.
Con Air. That was what I thought you guys were deciding between Con Air and something else. Was it Con Air was always the winner?
Well, so we wanted to do something else, and we still have like it called, but there was supposed to be an edition that came out that was like a director's cut, but they didn't do it. So we're kind of holding off. But yeah, we're thinking Con Air. Okay. So I don't know if I don't know if you remember this, but I came up with a Con Air seating chart. I actually figured it out. Like
I remember.
Sat. And I recruited some of the actors to help me with it. So we're gonna try to get them in and like have some fun and talk Con Air and all that stuff. But yeah,
good luck with Dave Chappelle. I don't know if you're gonna get him in.
Oh yeah, he's already booked. We already recorded this episode.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. It was awesome. It's like 3 hours long. Man, I want to hear him talk about that movie because that's a nothing role right there.
Oh man, he's probably gonna be very dismissive.
Yeah.
I was on the set for about
I want to get Cusack too. Like I hate that movie. It was a paycheck. And then just talk. I just want to talk to him about Krav Maga for an hour.
I would just want to talk about Nicolas Cage's wig for about 35 minutes.
Entire bunny episode. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for joining me, DJ.
No problem. My pleasure.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for DJ Valentine, this is Final Fights. We'll see you next week. All right. Thank you, man.
No problem. Anytime.
Sorry I chatted at you for like